I hope you enjoyed or were inspired by my partial testimony. That is by no means all that God has done for me. Those are just the things that came to mind while we were having our conversation at that particular moment. It was very refreshing and just like, Lord, thank you so much for the things that you have done for me in an instant, those things that have taken a little bit longer. Whatever it was, I am just so thankful. And I get to thinking about those things that I get to worrying about. And then I noticed one thing is that those things that I was worrying about are things that are rooted in a fear from something and not necessarily that surface level worry that I'm having. And that's what he's trying to get me to understand. I'm worrying about surface things, or I'm thinking about those things. But if I really get down to the root of those things and ask myself, what are you afraid of? And that's the very thing that he has asked me. What are you afraid of? And instead of telling him that simple thing that that I'm afraid of this or whatever, what is the root of that? Is it rejection? Is it the fear of loss? What exactly is it? Getting deep down into that. And as he asked me those things and I began to sit and think and uncover those things, that's where the root of all of my worry came from. But what is there to worry about when I'm constantly focusing and thinking on him and looking at him and wonder and being thankful of the things that he's done and continuously seeking after him and searching him, and he begins to remove those fears as I give them to him. And so that's my question to you. What are you afraid of that causes you to worry, that brings that anxiety about? Give it to him completely. And when you give it to him, look to him in every single situation and remember that he is the source. And if you constantly focus on him, the source, those resources will be added unto you a lot quicker, because worrying adds not one moment to our life. All it does is waste time. It causes us mental instability. It causes us health issues. But if we just trust in him, then he will bring those things about, and we don't have to worry about those things. These are very legit. A lot of things that we worry about are very legit concerns, and he is concerned of those things. But if we reroute our focus or adjust our focus or guide back our misguided trust into him, then he will work the rest of that out. And it'll seem like it was so simple. But in those moments that we begin to worry, it makes things seem like it takes forever for that help to come. But again, focusing back on him, it comes a lot faster. So that is my thing for you. Find out what it is that you really, really are afraid of, and honestly give it to him and continue to readjust or continue to guide your trust back to him. And you will see how it'll work out for you. And those things that you think that you're worrying about that are the wrong things or that are the right things, you won't need to worry about them anymore because you've put them in the right hands.